We got vampires, a single location, blood, some humor, death. It was a good time. Hello, everyone. My name is Max Aaron James. I know the hair is gone. I already miss it. I feel my head looks smaller, but it'll grow back. This is a review of Abigail, written by Stephen Shields and Guy Busick, directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette. This follows a group of people that were assembled together to kidnap a daughter of a unnamed but well-known man who apparently has a lot of money according to them, and she happens to be a ballerina. Turns out she's also a vampire, and these people end up trapped in a house having to deal with her. I wasn't going to add the vampire part, but it's showed in the trailer, so there it is, and it helps bring intrigue. It would make sense to show that in the trailer. The trailer does really well at presenting enough to make you interested, at least for myself, but does not give away too much. Does not give away any deaths, any too much gory scenes, does not give away how it ends or even tease at how it ends, even though you can predict it, of course. And this movie going in, it's a fun time. It starts off with the heist element and aspect in the beginning when they kidnap the daughter. And then it goes through this kind of horror but campy feel. There's one thing I wish they did not tease at or pretty much give away in the trailer. So when it did come about or was coming, you kind of could see it coming and you were like, oh, this is the parts that I saw. And they only show maybe half a second of it in the trailer. But that half a second was enough for me to see when it was going to happen. There is some ready or not feel to this, right? As far as the tone, the way it looks, and having it in an isolated location and being very bloody, and even the ending kind of was similar. But I suppose that's expected. I mean, it was co-written by Guy Busick, just like this movie, and we have the same directors. This might be weird, but one thing that I really appreciated about this movie and made me like it a lot more was how much they stuck to a lot of vampire lore and they did not add too much BS. They do make jokes, as you see in the trailer, about the different kinds of vampires that have been explored and rewritten throughout the years, but they do very much stick to a lot of things that maybe are not explored as often or that we have not seen as often in recent films. I think everyone was well cast. I was very happy with it. I like the blood, I like the deaths, and the ending kind of stumbles a bit because they start exploring or start adding a bit more than maybe they could have chewed on. It was just not necessary, but I was all in. I'm not mad at it. I like that they added it, even though it felt like they kind of explored it a bit at the last minute. But you can tell that there was something that was on their mind and they wanted to explore it. And this movie does not take itself too seriously. So that's also something to appreciate. They had fun making this movie. I had fun watching it. It's a good experience. Until next time, y'all take care of each other. Check up on one another. Make sure you check up on yourself. And remember, potential has no limits.